guaranteed spots. So far we got the Buzz, Zero, and Ally with those guaranteed spots. And then the rest are filled up with circuit points. Speaking of circuit points, I think Mr.R is actually just outside of the qualifying range, so he's definitely trying to find his grind right now, because at the last Saga, he was feeling a little bit sick, so he wasn't able to compete, and he was worried about dropping his ranking there.
Yeah, so this is actually going to be potentially a make-or-break moment for Mr.R in his climb to get into the ranks for the circuit championship.
Yeah, he's going to be going against Venom, the Canadian Ryu right now.
Yeah, one of the Ryus from the Compendium, funded by the fans to fly out and come out here. And it looks like they're actually right into the match. That was really interesting neutral they were playing right at the beginning.
Oh, and a power shield gets the grab. A lot of big damage into these up airs. Try to get that last juggle, but the fast fall air dodge from Mr.R able to get out of that situation. A bit of a questionable Tatsu. Of course, that has a lot of ending lag, so Mr.R going to get that bouncing fish combo and just going ahead with these edge guards. Looking crazy right now. And that's one thing you got to do against Ryu, just abuse this Tatsu.
Oh my god.
What was that, like 8 or 9 in a row? That was absolutely crazy.
One thing I've learned this weekend is certainly, like, if you want to beat Ryu, you want to put him off stage and you want to edge guard the living crap out of him.
Yeah. Of course, the Shoryu is a little bit more harder to edge guard, but if he's forced to use Tatsu, then that's looking a little bit grim for Ryu's.
Uh-oh, this is bad. Oh, and he hits him with the reverse Shoryu mix-up, catching with the Mr.R on the cross-up. 102%, and he gets the first stock.
Yeah, that was a little bit questionable. It looked like kind of Mr.R just jumped into it, so let's see if he can bring this back right now. But Ryu with Rage, definitely a tough matchup for Sheik.
It seemed to me like Mr.R was trying to SDI towards the right to escape the up tilts, and Venom, recognizing that, ran past him and reverse Shoryu'd him. But nonetheless, Mr.R actually closing out that first stock really quick, and taking the slight percent lead now.
Caught Venom trying to drift to the ledge to avoid doing the Tatsu, and he was able to get that Needles bouncing fish. Another power shield, already good damage. Let's see what he does with it into the Fire Hadouken. Fair to bouncing fish. Trying to keep him off stage as long as possible. Mr.R drops the ledge trap, but great SDI out of those up stills before he gets hairy.
Just out of the range of that follow-up there. Mr.R looking really clean.
Yeah, but you got to take into consideration, every time the percents are even, I think Venom will actually take this.
Yeah.
He just needs that one opening, and I think right now it might actually be able to kill.
Yeah, in this particular matchup, I would definitely agree with you. If the percents are even, then most likely the Ryu is in the lead. But see, that really didn't matter to Mr.R because he just pressed his advantage stage so hard. And both stocks able to combo into that bouncing fish finisher for the set, or the first game, rather.
Yeah, just knew the exact positioning and saying, okay, you're going to Tatsu here, and you're going to be eating this bouncing fish. So he's going to be able to take that first game. Let's see where Venom goes for game 2. I would want to say that Town City's banned, but that's also a bit of double-edged sword. But it looks like Venom's actually going to be going back, knowing it's a pretty close game right there. Doesn't really think it was the stage's fault.
Yeah, so all Final Destination all day here. Well, Venom was able to close out the first stock. If he can do that without losing his stock, or build more extra credit than he was able to in the first game, he'd be in a much better position to actually pull us into game 3.
Yeah, but right now, Mr.R trying to pull out this ledge situation as long as possible. And Venom has just not been able to get to the center stage. Every time he thinks he's back, Mr.R is already immediately there with the grab, but he's finally going to drop it there, but not without giving Venom 107%, and immediately just resets the situation.
Man, oh my god, this is huge for Venom.
Oh, he tried to find a footstool setup right there. Unfortunately, not going to be able to follow up there. That was a big opportunity for Venom. He just ran into that fully charged focus attack.
Ooh, excellent tech, able to Tatsu back to the ledge. Still so much aggression coming out from Mr.R. Oh, I was expecting an up air to come out there.
He doesn't want to pull it out quite yet. He'll be throwing out needles. Let's see what he does. Tries finding the drag down up air into the dare. Not quite going to be able to find it, but gets those up airs. And yeah, I'd say this is even. Don't you think so?
Absolutely. One single conversion coming out from Venom right now. Up tilt or down tilt will definitely confirm into the Shoryu for the stock.
It's a matter of being very careful. Mr.R does not want to get caught into that. And the up tilt right there, but he just like
range?
flew out right out there.
That was ridiculous.
All right, I like that. Using the grenade to keep Venom at bay just a little bit longer.
Dash attack actually enough, especially at super high percents like that, even on characters as heavy as Ryu.
Yeah, you can feel Mr.R breathing a sigh of relief right there, saying, okay, I finally killed this full Rage Ryu. Now we can go ahead and try to take out this next stop. I'm trapped at the ledge right now, so let's get around these up tilts.
All right, and he's got solid 40% built up, still keeping up this train.
And I like what Mr.R is doing. He's trying to stay outside of the space that Venom wants to try and catch Mr.R in, and throwing out these superior aerials. But the Tatsu will be able to take that stock, just goes in there with it.
That almost didn't look like a kill. It probably wasn't the best DI coming out from Mr.R as well, but...
Oh, trying to find this blank setup. The fair bouncing fish not connecting, though. Venom wasn't able to turn around, so he could not continue that combo.
Got a little bit of a vortex started up, catching the landing with, oh my god!
That killed, man. One opening is all that man need, and he was able to extend that into death right there.
That was absolutely mental, man. That was crazy.
And that's one thing that a lot of Ryus talk about, especially Locust, is that you don't need to play perfect with Ryu. You can just build up that rage, and you just need that one opening, and you might be able to take that stock.
And that's a common thread that like you'll start to see with a lot of the big-bodied characters, right? You got your DK, your Bowser, or even Lucario, who's got aura on his side. But you're able to take a lot of damage. Your survivability is a lot larger, so you can take more hits, and you can benefit from that rage.
And it looks like they're going back to FD. They do not think the change of scenery is going to help.
An all FD battle here.
Oh, right there, Mr.R tried to walk and tilt around Venom's tilt right there, but wasn't able to space correctly. Still getting a lot of good damage onto Venom thus far. Oh, and the focus attack just comes out at the last second, able to get out of that bouncing fish into a potential kill.
All right, another opening for Venom here. Still trailing behind quite a bit, but he's making really good use of these focus attacks to avoid these bouncing fishes from Mr.R as well.
Yeah, and it looks like Mr.R has been reading the jump every single time that Venom wants to do it. I'll throw the bouncing fish. We'll be able to do it, but as I was saying, it looks like he's reading the jump every single time, but Venom, just with the air dodge or the focus attack, just comes out the last second, and so Mr.R is not able to try and continue his momentum.
Oh my god, all right. Venom is moving right now. Yeah, it's not quite enough.
Be able to get that spot dodge into focus attack. Not able to follow up anything else, though. And already Venom's down a lot, but if he's able to try and close out that stock very, very soon, he might still have a chance. Again, catching the jump, but the focus attack goes right through that bouncing fish. Venom being very, very careful right now. He's just wanting to get that hit that matters.
Dead even percents both. Mr.R still a tire stock up. He's looking really good for this win right now. Not letting Venom land in any sort of way.
There's an up tilt into the Shoryu. I think Mr.R tried to press the button right there to get out of it, but Shoryu beats it out.
All right, and you can see Mr.R is just keeping up the chase. He does not want to, he wants to keep building damage onto Venom while not taking any of his own.
Yeah, and right there, I feel like the up air might have been able to do it if it went through that focus attack, but Venom's still going to be able to live 142% on him. I think he needs like 2 good combos, and it starts right here, 34% onto him thus far. And we're seeing that situation where Mr.R can't really find setups because of the high percent that Venom's at. You can hear the crowd.
Oh my god.
I can hear the crowd behind me.
These focus attacks
screaming.
are so scary right now. Mr.R does not want to get hit. And that's the kill. The up tilts by the ledge. And he gets the 2-1 victory over Mr.R. An incredible upset already here in pools. I don't know if that was the finals. That was
probably the end of pools, man.
Probably the end of pools, right?
Yeah.
Still best of 3. But Nonetheless, I mean, an incredible victory. Nonetheless, both times, just Mr.R was playing perfect neutral, perfect conversion game the entire set, and it did not matter because one opening for Venom meant the world.
I think he died at 50, man.
Like,
that was crazy.
Probably like 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
Mr.R got trapped at the ledge once, and it was over.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane stuff. So great stuff to Venom to be able to pull out that upset. Mr.R not looking too good in the circuit season. And we got the replays ready for you all. Yeah. Let's see what happened in this crazy upset here.
Toss it back to the gush cam.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. Oh, and I think the music happening right now, too. And right here, Mr.R doing a great job of maintaining his control at the ledge, getting able to get that fair. And they're just abusing that Tatsu, able to take that game.
That was the stock that Mr.R really struggled to get.
Yeah, and he was doing a great job, like I said before. He was just spacing outside, and then right when Venom made the mistake, he was able to get that punish. And I think this is the big combo that Venom got to be able to take that stock. The dare into the Shoryu. I think that was just enough damage to be able to seal out that stock.
Now, this was huge damage coming out from Venom. Didn't get equal to the stock yet, but oh no, the shield drop from Mr.R.
Okay, 55. Ended up at 75. But yeah, like I said, right there, he just let himself get in that ledge situation. He got trapped there, and he didn't know what to do after the up tilts.
Yeah.